Okay, so let's say this guy here, this guy Mo. I can like click into his user. I could follow him if I want, right? He has all these different badges and stuff, and I can see his portfolio, right?
Hmm.
I can see he owns 91% of his portfolio is XEQT, 7.5% of his portfolio is VT, and then the rest is cash. And I can see what trades he's placed, right? He bought this at this point in time, and this is what happened to his portfolio and all
Okay.
that kind of stuff, right? I could see there's like posts that you could post about, and this is like, whatever, social network stuff, right? You can see his holdings, right? Like what does he currently hold? I guess you have to pay some money to see that, right? You can see a dividends, you can see all that kind of stuff, right? So right now, the way that BotSpot works is it's everything revolves around a strategy, right? So it's like what strategy did you produce and how is the strategy doing and all that. But what I think would make more sense for BotSpot, and to be honest with you, this is the way that works anyways, right? Because when you run a strategy, really the strategy's returns are the account returns, right? Because the strategy and the account are tied together. And a lot of people are confused by that, by the way, because they'll run a strategy, they think that they could run a strategy on an account, right? And it doesn't have to be that way. You could definitely get around it, but I think that if we were to make BotSpot more centered around accounts, first of all, it would make more sense to a lot of people, right? Because instead of like run this strategy, it would be more like copy this account, which is kind of more of like what you're actually doing. You're like copy an account, right? So I think that will just logically make more sense. But then also once we allow people to share accounts, now we enable it so that it doesn't have to be a strategy that you made. It could just be like you placing trades, right? Let's just see how good you are at trading in general, right? And then you could do all this kind of like social networking stuff, right? You could say, this is my account. Whose account is doing better? We could have trading competitions around accounts. You don't have to create a strategy. You don't have to backtest it. You could just place trades, right? We'll see who's the best at trading because maybe you don't need to make a strategy. Maybe it's just you and the AI talking and researching will provide a better uh, result, right? And then you can have everyone have their own profile. You could go in, you could see how's this guy doing. You could follow people. You could follow their accounts if you want, right? And then furthermore, we could even have these guys are a social network of people only, but we have this like AI that could trade too. So why can't we have AI have their own accounts as well, right? And then you could actually track these AI agents and what they're doing, and they could talk about the trades that they made and why did they place a trade, and you could actually like follow that in like a feed and stuff like that on the website. And what do you think about that idea, by the way?
I think that's cool, but that's kind of like what we're doing with the agents, right? That they're gonna have their discussions on if they're gonna go short or long on it, uh,
Hmm.
on the AI bots, right? And my main question was like, why did they make that trade, right? That was the main thing that I wanted to see in it. I think if we can do that, it'd be great on that end.
Yeah, we could do that. If you put like an AI agent and you show the account, you could actually have that as part of like the social feed, right? It placed a trade to do this, and this is why, right? Selling this because, buying this because, and you could just like look through it as like a feed, like a social feed, right? And you'll be able to go into an account and you'll be able to see these are the trades that are placed and why, right? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? You're on mute, so I don't know if you're trying to talk.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't know. Yeah, yeah, it
Yeah.
makes sense. That's
Yeah.
not. You know what? Be kind of like I'm thinking about that, but remember GameStop like was a meme stock. You know, I wonder
Hmm.
if we can like get whoever's talking the most about a stock and find out which is going to be like the meme stock, and just make our money off of that and just sell it quick. That'd
I
be
mean, we could just make
awesome.
a strategy that just, I mean, that's like Reddit or whatever. Like we
Yeah,
won't
yeah, yeah.
have an audience big
But
enough
but, but
that
the
to
thing is,
matter.
there's not like a counter to like say, you know what, this is the one of the number one memes that everybody's talking about, right?
We can build a strategy like that. I mean, that's definitely something we
Oh
can
yeah.
build.
That'd
Yeah.
be interesting to do. But I'm just saying, with this kind of platform, it'd be something cool that we could do with that. That I'm thinking we could do something with that.
I mean, I don't think it would be possible to do meme stocks with our social network unless we get really, really big, right?
Oh, okay.
But
Oh, I see
like,
what you're saying. Because it would only be
yeah,
with our. Okay, I thought you were going to
yeah,
hook
because
up
we're
with
not going to have
everybody.
enough
Yeah, got
people,
you.
right? So
Yeah,
we'd still have to go to Reddit to figure that out,
right. No, I
right?
thought you were going to hook up with like with other ones that be intertwined. Never mind. I was thinking something else. I'm thinking outside. All right.
Well, we definitely want to work with other ones as well,
No,
right?
yeah, I know, but
But
I was thinking you guys were gonna get data from those and intertwine it into that sense. But you know,
maybe, maybe we could. Like, how would you see that working?
because if you have like, let's just say you have with Reddit an investment one, and we have our investment one, they can verify information with that one. Let's just say on somebody says, "Oh yeah, this guy's a good trade," and then they'll have like, "Okay, these people over here in Reddit said it was a good trade," and you can have somebody in what's another in freaking Discord that said, "Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy this," just stuff like that. I thought that's how I was gonna go, but if we're not, if it's just gonna be just for us, that's good too, you know. I but I was thinking it was gonna be integrated into everything else, but no, it's okay. I went a little bit out.
I mean, that is kind of like a second order consequence, right? Like, I mean, we wouldn't have Reddit, right? Because Reddit's it's its own platform, and maybe we could somehow import it. But I mean, it's more like something a post from ours automatically goes to Reddit and automatically goes to Blossom and automatically goes to these other platforms. So it's a way of marketing that way. It's
Okay.
from our social platform going out, right? Like we can do that, right? But then our platform itself, we could also, I mean, we could analyze any social platforms, and that's regardless something we do right now, right? That's nothing to do with our own social network. But I do think that it can create something very interesting because if you have a social platform like this and you have people sharing their accounts, you can see which accounts are doing the best, and then you can actually look at the trades that they're placing, and you could actually have an AI analyzing that. And it's kind of like the best of BotSpot in a way, right?
Yeah, it'd be cool. Copy bot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so I think this would be really cool because first of all, it's a way of, creating marketing, right? It's a great way to do marketing, right? Second of all, it makes the platform feel a lot more engaging, right? You kind of have more reasons to stick around and read things and whatever, right? Um, and then, the focus on the account is really that's kind of what people want, right? Like it's the more that we do this, the more I realize like building strategies is less important than like